All right, test 1 2 and 2. 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 Test. Alright guys, welcome to Pillars of Eternity. From the start. This will be my second time through the main game, and my first time through, if we get there, the 2 White March campaigns. Alright, so what I would like to do is... Test 1 2 and 2. Test 1 2 and 2. Nope, that's wrong. Test 1 2 and 2. Test 1 2 and 2. Test 1 2 and 2. Alright, there we go. Let's see. Gonna bring those highs down and those lows up. We'll do a little bit of compression. Test 1 2 and 2. Test 1 2 and 2. So this is one of those games where the music and sound goes off when you alt tab out, but otherwise no biggie. So yeah, I have played some of Divinity Original Sin 1. I played more of 2. I didn't particularly love either, and while Baldur's Gate 3, which is by the Divinity team, is literally getting 10 out of 10s, 100 A+, freaking everywhere, I played it for a few hours and then actually returned it. I just don't like the Divinity Original Sin interface, the system, the combat. Everyone talks about the turn-based combat, but personally, I actually like the play pause combat in Pillars. Being a guy who plays a lot of strategy games that do the play pause mechanic. So I've been through this game. There's a lot of dungeons and underground places. It's very dark. And while the graphics still hold up, it's not going to be as beautiful as Baldur's Gate. So one of the big things in this game, and then we'll build our character, is you have a sort of what's it called? Like with some Jedi, where you touch an object and you can feel its history, or like it's the evil or good that's in it. Psychometry, and I happen to know. So as usual, well, there are some new, very cool classes in this, but as usual with RPGs, the heavy spellcasters on both the wizard side and the priest side end up being the strongest in the end, but the weakest in the beginning. And I like the idea of playing this sort of neutral good or even lawful good as a paladin, which I know is like a pretty decent character to start with and throughout the campaign. And the bottom line is you meet a total of 11 companions, 8 in the main campaign. Wizard, fighter, chanter, we'll get back to, priest, ranger, cipher, we'll get back to, druid, and paladin at the end. But paladin is late. Let's see, is she in White Marshes? No, she's one of the main ones in Pillars of Eternity. Avian godlike paladin. But that's going to be late, and it sounds like she's not that great. So I'm going to early on meet a wizard, a fighter, and a chanter, which I remember. So two magic and 2 attack with my paladin and the fighter. And the paladin can do some healing as well. So why don't we start? By the way, full disclosure, I have almost everything turned on, including the tutorial tips, which I'll mostly ignore. But it has been a little while since I've played, and I have a lot of auto stops during combat because you have to keep casting spells and moving people around. And you're doing a lot of stopping yourself with the play pause button, so it helps to have them do a lot of it. I'm playing at full graphics quality, obviously, and here's the control. I think we're gonna play this at one level below. Yeah, and the only reason we're gonna do easy instead of normal is because, like all these new RPGs in general, it's so long, and the combat will be hard enough. You know, you're still gonna have to do a lot of non-combat skill checks. I'd rather focus on that. All right, let me see how the stream is doing here. Stream looks fine. Welcome to anyone who's sitting in. So let us build our character. So this is like all of these games, you can design your character all sorts of ways physically, but there's a limited number of portraits. So you either... Oh, shut up. Obsidian's so good, by the way. I love Obsidian. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern, his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth.
So we're on a caravan to start. I've played this opening a ton.
You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Sorry guys, just getting some water. Hello, Maddox. Oh, fresh pillar start. Yes. So I don't know if you were there when I first started talking, but I've beaten this game a few years ago when it came out and loved it. But I haven't played the White Marshes, but I want to start from the beginning. As you know, well, we're about to design the class here. So guys, everyone out there, and again, thank you for the support. Most of my hits are on YouTube, and I'm getting a lot of YouTube hits on my videos for Stellaris, Dune, Spice Wars, and other games. I did some of Baldur's Gate. I did a bunch of the most recent Pathfinder game, Wrath of the Righteous. But I just keep coming back to Pillars, and it's been a while. So we're actually gonna jump. We're gonna have to jump back because we're gonna end up designing a character, but I want it to match the. Oh yeah, I can't wait for Marches. I mentioned also earlier to. Oh, also, I would like to thank, however, the people who have subscribed. I'm over the 50 subscriber goal. I only have one goal left to become an affiliate for Twitch, which is great. And my YouTube hits are high enough that they're even putting commercials in it, so I'll hopefully be able to monetize that soon. So thank you for everyone on both Twitch and YouTube for supporting. But anyways, there are two... mostly very standard classic D&D classes. I'm going to be female, as always. God, she looks so cool. I don't even want to change some of these looks. But they have 2 completely new classes, Cypher and Chanter. But I believe we get a Chanter early and a Cypher sort of mid-game. And I really like the idea of playing a Paladin from the beginning who can fight, but also have some healing. And I used to play Paladin or a Ranger all the time. But it's been a while. I want to really let my companions shine. I'm not doing auto leveling on the companions. I'm going to do all their skills, and at least at first, and I'll just get the game going. We'll probably end up being human or elf. The other races are cool, but I like the idea of being kind of regular. And so we're going to be regular. It's a regular sea turtle. If you guys know what I'm talking about, critical. Lara Bailey, God bless. So yeah, we're going to go for female, human, or something else paladin. All right. Let's get back into the game here. Female, women's role in Aor is largely dependent on where she's from, the Adir Empire, Valley, and Republics. I love the role over, by the way, in this game. It's so good. Okay, Mike's jumping a little bit. If there's anyone in chat, I would love to know how the sound is. Because it sounds like my mic is kind of sputtering a little bit. All right, test. 1 2 1 2. Test 1 2 1 2. Okay, cool. It's just coming out a little herky jerky from me. Thank you, MadX0. I'm not wearing my glasses, so forgive me if I'm squinting. All right, so Valley and Republic's Drywood women occupy different roles, etc., etc., etc. So we'll see where we come. All right, female. All right, so there's humans. They get +1 resolve, +1 might. It's great for paladin because you get the strength, but you also get internal drive, determination, fearlessness, emotional intensity, concentration, will and deflection, etc. The Omani, who I've played before, the largest of the Kith races, affinity for water, and they just have straight might, so that would be a great soldier. The dwarves, great might and constitution, obviously. Let me try and reconnect my earbuds just here. I'm not going to turn off the stream. All right, let's see if this works any better for me. Sorry about that. Jumping back in. All right, so the dwarves are dwarves, strong as hell, great constitution, a little slow. Elves, dexterity, perception. What's great about this game isn't just that there are new classes, but that the main attributes have effects that they don't normally have. Or at least stuff that, like in D&D, you have to not get from the beginning. So, like, might is awesome because it actually influences powerful magic strength as well as physical strength, which is very different from D&D. So you got your elves, you got the Orlans, the smallest of the Kith races. So these are like your hobbits, but really more like Kender because they're disliked so much. Good resolve, great perception, -1 might. I'd be curious, Maddoxo, if you because my other, let me just say this, my other instinct is to be a thief, a rogue, just because I remember there being so many traps and locked doors and stuff, and this game has a good amount of dungeons, and I don't think I get a rogue till later, and I don't think the rogue's that good, but early on it might be a little tough being a rogue. And I kind of like the idea, again, of being a paladin that can fight, but can do some spell casting, but a little bit less micromanagement. But since you're on this stream, I am open to not playing a paladin or a human. And then godlikes, I don't completely understand. They're children of the Kith civilized races who have been blessed with physical aspects by the gods. So one is intellect. which is obviously will, abilities, talents, great for wizards typically, and dexterity. So I hate to say it, but the resolve and might +1 for the humans, plus she looks amazing as is great. Okay. All right. Well, anyways, we're gonna get human. All right. So meadow folk, they all have the same stuff. So meadow folk, most common humans. They've been in the dire wood for a long time. They live at the edges of elven forests. Fighting spirit. This applies to all the sub races for this human character. Once per encounter, 5 seconds after being reduced below 50% endurance, folk temporarily gain bonuses to accuracy and damage. So as you get injured, you just automatically start fighting more. The ocean folk are near the equator and much darker as you'd expect. And then the savanna folk, the south of the equator, and they're called Nadalan, which means original. So they see themselves as the old humans. And I love the redhead being a redhead. So that is what we're going to do. I'm just gonna see if I got a sub out of that. I did. Sweet. Thank you, Maddox O, if you were coming back or checking this later. Big help. All right, so we're going to be Savannah folk. All right, so the two major new classes are chanters and ciphers. Ciphers, also called mind hunters, have the ability to directly contact and manipulate soul and psyche. So this actually fits great with the sort of the theme and the psychometry and so forth of reading all these visions and so forth. Though most ciphers are still found in the Eastern Reach, practitioners of techniques have spread throughout the known worlds. They have stealth. Lore is great for knowledge, and mechanics is great for opening locks and traps, but they have very low endurance and low health, so that's not going to do. And the other one, which we meet a chanter earlier, I believe, is chanters? Yeah. In every culture across Aor, there are chanters. Many historians consider chanters to be the most ancient workers of magic. They're hallowed phrases stirring the collective memory, etc., storytellers. So they speak phrases or sing songs, actually, producing passive effects. They really support characters. Tons of lore, so they're super smart, but also very low endurance and health, and so forth. So we'll wait to get those as companions. So we're going to do what we wanted to do. And welcome to the stream, whoever that is. So far, female Savannah folk paladin. I like it. She looks awesome as a barbarian. I know you can change stuff. She looks great as a fighter. But we're going to meet a fighter early on, and paladins are just awesome. I mean, my favorite Star Wars character is Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's basically a paladin. And I've heard monks are super strong, actually. But, and I'm sure it's much more interesting than the monk in D&D 5e, which doesn't really do a lot for me, unless it's being portrayed by, Marisha Ray. So we're going to be a paladin. All right, here we go. Oh, here's the paladin order. This is always key. All right, bleak walkers, extreme, dedicated to conducting warfare mercilessly in brutality, cruel, aggressive, etc. We don't want that. Darkozi paladin, the oldest known paladin in the world, transformed into the protectors and ambassadors of the immense Darkozi family, machinations, passionate, clever. So they're not evil, they're just neutral, but they're working for money, or people with money. Goldpack Knights. Goldpack Knights are an order of mercenary paladins who sell themselves for defensive office. So these are mercenaries, which I also don't want to be. Kind Wayfarers, the most widespread order, guides and protectors for travelers, often people of limited means. This is almost for sure what we're going to do. Generosity, compassion, favored submissions, benevolent, passionate, and it gets deceptive, cruel. I know this is your sort of typical good, straight-ahead paladin, but things are getting complicated. And then you've got the shield bearers of St. Elka. they're all into negotiation. They're honest and diplomatic as opposed to benevolent and passionate, but they also don't like cruel and aggressive. Well known for honesty and skill in negotiations. But I think we're going to go for the straight up protectors of travelers. All right, paladin abilities. We can have one of two. Flames to start with. Flames of Devotion. Calls upon paladins' inner fire, causing their equipped weapons to burst into flame, adding burn damage. Yes, 2 per encounter. Awesome. And it's instant. Full attack with crush, accuracy, deflection, etc. That's awesome. Lay on Hands is you have to touch or be within 3 meters, and like in D&D, will increase endurance. So you have hit points in this game and endurance. Endurance is what governs during battle, and then if you don't die or get unconscious, but you take some hits, when you go out of combat, the hit points are affected. So that's something to keep in mind. So we're going to start with Flames of Devotion, so we can have a flaming sword right from the beginning. All right, here we go. Points left, 13. So they really want Resolve. Affects the character's internal drive. And you get tons of concentration and good deflection in the will. Intellect is cool. You get area of effect. But we're not doing area of effect stuff so much. Constitution, of course, and Might with all paladins. Damage and healing, endurance, health, and fortitude. So here's what we're going to do with the points. We're going to take Resolve up to 14. We're going to take Might up to 14. We're going to take Constitution to 12. Let's see, Perception, right. Can do an interrupt, which is nice. Dexterity is dexterity. Action, speed. So do we want a balanced paladin or do we want a specialized paladin? I think we take also... I think we take a Might up to 16 and Resolve up to 16. And then we will... Do we want dexterity, perception? I think we'll take... They're recommending intellect, so put that to 11. We can improve it later if we want. And 14 constitution. So should have a good amount of... Plus 20% endurance and health. So right, health is long-term damage. Endurance is short-term damage during combat. All right, 16 might, 14 constitution, 11 intellect, 16 resolve. I'm not totally sure. Actually, you know what? Let's forget about intellect for now. We only have 1 point left, though, is the problem. And it's not going to do anything. I think I want to get strong quickly, so we'll put it into might. Faith and conviction passive. A paladin's defenses are directly affected by the degree to which he acts in accordance with the beliefs of the order. So reputation actually affects combat. And then there's flames of devotion. Okay. There's the attributes. Oh, man. Culture. All right. The Idea Empire is the main empire. Resolve +1, which we already have. So we're going to go back. Deadfire Archipelago, Pirate Infested. This is where you spend Pillars of Eternity 2, which I've put tons of time into. Dexterity 1, Ixamental Plains, Resolve +1, Intellect 1, Crown Jewel of the Southern Seas, Rautui, Constitution +1. Ooh, that's nice. I can go back and change my attributes. Living Lands. Okay, there's my Might +1, so I think, yeah. Oh, wait, I already... Oh, yeah, so it gets my might up to 18 right off the bat. That's great. Living Lands. Home to an assortment of races. Perception +1. Is that the only might +1? Yeah, Living Lands. So this is me, Living Lands. Mountainous region of the large northern Ireland. Look at this outfit. It's so cool. Weather is unpredictable. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So here you see my points up here. All right, now the background. Colonist... +2 survival. What does survival do? Healing multiplier. So that's a lot of just bonuses. Drifter, stealth mechanics. I don't focus on stealth survival. Not going to focus on lore survival. Not going to focus on... This is great. Athletics is obviously great for might power creatures. But mechanics, it wouldn't, I guess, hurt to do some traps and locks. But I'm hoping to get another character that can do some of this stuff. Mercenary, athletics, and lore. Merchant, lore, mechanics. Scientist, lore, mechanics. So I think we're just gonna go for survival +2. First 6 ranks grant the following bonuses. So I get damage reduction and healing multiplier. Then I'll get bonus movement, accuracy bonus, increased consumable duration, blah, blah. After the 6th, previously earned bonuses become more powerful in the same order they were received. It says we can choose. Survival can also be used in conversation, scripted interactions that involve wilderness or nature. That's interesting. I actually don't mind the mechanics, and athletics could be cool. But survival +2 with those instant bonuses is sweet. Alright, so here's the portrait. So the question is, can we match the appearance to the portrait? Yeah, this is the closest, the redhead here. She could be under a cloak. Alright, so we're already at furries. Alright, here's the humans. I guess this could be her, even though we're gonna have red hair. Well, let's try. Let's see what black hair looks like. Black hair looks pretty cool. This would be light skin color. Alright, so let's see the hair choices. Start from 1. Are there any other black-haired, oh, there's blonde-haired beauty. So I'm gonna be dark no matter what. So where my dark people? So yeah, we'll maybe do that character. Oh, I like this look a lot. That's a great look. Okay, so let's go darker skin. There we go. And then can we get dreadlock Rasta? So here is the basic braids. Ooh, that's really nice. Braids with things in the hair. I like 7 a lot. Oh wait, what's this one? Sort of a mini dirty ponytail. Actually, I like this because you can see the face more. I guess it doesn't quite line up. This lines up more. This lines up pretty good, but it blocks her face. Whoops, nope, let's go back. All right, let's go back to 7. Yeah, this looks awesome. This looks great. All right, and let's see if we can match the red and white of the suit here. So the primary would be red, or a little bit lighter. Let's see what's gonna match. Actually, it's sort of a purplish red. And you know I love purple, guys. And pink. Should we just do hot pink? Actually, this is a pretty perfect color, but I think that's gonna stand out a little too much. All right, so purple, and then secondary will be a whitish. Or maybe just straight up white. Yeah, let's do white. All right. Oh, head. Can we make her look like the portrait? A little bit of a longer nose. That does just fine for me. Okay. Let's just check out the primaries real quick. That's a deep purple. I think this actually is the best. Red. And I think red and black, even though she's wearing white. I think this does it. All right, here we go. Next. All right, here's the voices.
Yes. Leading the way.
All right, so really quickly, guys, I'm gonna jump out to IMDb. Sorry, I want to see who voices, because in the second one, it's all voiced by the Critical Role crew. I don't know if any of these actors are famous actors. I just want to see real quick. So Taliesin Jaffe is in this. Mercer is here. voice. Okay, yeah, Liam O'Brien, Tara Platt, Sam Riegel. So it is a ton of the Critical Role crew. All right, so let's go through the females.
The better part of valor. Yes.
I shall lead us.
Too much.
My eyes are peeled. Eh?
No, we're not gonna.
Stand together.
Quietly now. I'm here. Follow me. Let's go. Nice and slow. Follow me.
Let's keep quiet.
Yes.
Leading the way. Charge!
Keeping quiet.
Stoic is.
Follow me.
Show him how it's done.
Hey there. Watch and learn. Keeping quiet. Yeah? Follow me.
All right, Stoic for sure. Enter name. Okay. Well, I'm gonna use my favorite character from Magic: The Gathering. I think. And just call her Nahiri. And I think we're done. All right, here we go. Starting of the game. Here we are at the campfire. Caravan Master Odema. The Caravan Master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
Okay. Nods towards a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks.
So the NPCs in this game are decent in terms of voice, but the main characters are great because, again, a lot of Critical Role and other people from this sort of Will Wheat and Felicia Day circle.
Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
All right. Just the sound a tiny bit. Understood. At last, the Caravaster turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, of course. In which case you'll be dead in a day.
All right. Dead in a day.
There's
Good
a
to
berry
know.
grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail.
All right. So we're looking for
Give you cramps if
Springberry.
you eat it, but the frontiersmen
This actually
make a tea
looks
from
better
it.
than I remember.
Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can
Welcome
find
to Ever Join Chat.
Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water.
Scare me up some water. Cool.
I know you want to hunt before.
All right. So I'm a good guy paladin.
But see about
So we're gonna
refilling
act
the water
that way.
first. Got a sick one here.
Getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. It's getting hot in here. Okay. Sparfell nods and slides the worn belt over his shoulder. Where would I find these berries?
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
All right, what are those ruins?
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear.
So just TLDR before we start all this, as I mentioned earlier, I did put a few hours into Baldur's Gate 3 and really didn't love it the way everyone else seems to love it. So excited to come back to my favorite of these new isometric games, and Obsidian is just one of the best companies out there. Let's be honest.
Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
Who did build the
Got
ruins?
different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
All right, is it dangerous?
Not if you hurry about your business, and not if the weather holds up.
What kind of weather?
This time of year,
What
rain
kind of weather?
mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time.
There's a wind. A mighty
Let's call
wind,
it a beowulf,
you might say?
born out of the ether. The spirit's path. Never seen it myself.
Or passing wind?
Never cared to.
Alright, what are those huge
They
rocks?
don't got Audra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories.
So the sort of scary religious order, torture, hanging of women and children, etc. A lot of this is reminiscent of the world of The Witcher, even though the game is so different from The Witcher. And that's one of the things I like about it. What's annoying about Divinity Sin 2 and Baldur's Gate is you immediately start as a prisoner, and the whole first part is escaping as a prisoner. And it's just been done to death, including in books. So I like how this starts with a hunting party, but then everyone dies and you have to leave.
It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties.
Interesting.
Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days.
Interesting. Sorry, just balancing the volume here. Alright, continue.
The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for
Too
different things.
soft.
I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
Alright, let's go get those berries.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
Alright, hold on one sec, guys. I'm going to raise the sound of this in the streaming program. Alright, here we go.
Alicia.
Kalisha, Kalisha,
Alicia!
Felicia, Felicia. Khaleesi. The woman looks up in her own time. She needs to find some spring berries. Watch she doesn't drop dead. Okay? Cool.
No promises.
Oh, she's a tough one. Alright, so is she someone who possibly joins me? I'm curious. I guess not. Just in the beginning. I think maybe she gets killed. Alright,
What kind
let's
of
do
guide
this.
says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you can...
Alright, we'll get the
You heard
berries.
the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Alright, so here's the start stop. Alright, so here we go. Attack is A. Cancel is X. Select all, backspace. There's the formation. Camping. Scouting, which means stealth. Inventory I. Character C. Journal J. Map. Stronghold. Options. There's double speed, which we'll use at points. Alright, so here's my main character. Alright, no AI behavior. So there's second wind. There's my flames of devotion. Gonna hold on to that. Alright, let's see what we got in the inventory. So we're starting with a mace, which is cool. And a small shield, which is cool too. Alright, what do we have here? Gaunt's Pledge. 2 per rest. This item grants the ability to shield the wearer from myriad perils. Oh, interesting. So I can arm that. And then Space Piglet is great. This is just a little familiar that runs around with you and is super cute. I don't have a second set of weapons, so that's fine. Oh man, she's got a flaming torch and a battle axe. Scale armor 7. I'm wearing heavy armor, which can make me slower. And let's see defenses. 38 deflection, 48 fortitude, 28 reflex, and then will. Alright, so fortitude, resist attacks on the internal physical, so that's this poison resistance and so forth. Deflection, resist direct melee ranged attacks. Reflex, Reflex. Ba 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 ba. Less characters to dodge out of the way, so that's dodge. And unless I believe that will is against magic. Yes. There's my damage reduction. There's my main damage. There's my main accuracy. There's my health. So endurance is your sort of temporary health during combat, and then it gets taken from health after combat. We both have 253 and 51, which is great. We have about the same stats. So Kaliska is, if we go to character sheet, a first level fighter. She's of the Meadow Folk. I'm of the Savannah Folk. 17, 14, 12, 12, 13. So we have pretty similar stats. She's got second wind, mechanics, constant recovery, passive, +6 endurance per 3 seconds, knock down, knock prone. We're going to use that probably. Second wind to second wind. And here we go. So what's cool is there are tons of stats and stuff. It's just laid out so well, and you can click on everything, which I absolutely love. All right, personal, time and party. That's funny. All right, here's me, 18, 14, 10, 10, 16. I also have second winds. I have the flaming sword, which will be cool. Faith and conviction is passive. Deflection and defenses. Gon's pledge is the ring with the endurance, and second wind is second wind. All right, next we're gonna check out the journal. A moment's respite. So we need spring berries and gilded veil, which is the first main quest. Nothing in the journal. There's my biography. I left my homeland some time ago, surrendering the familiarity of home for the great unknowns of the conquered frontier. So I'm going to roleplay that my family was a little unscrupulous and actually maybe a little wealthy, and I want nothing to do with them. I'm a believer. I'm not sure who my goddess is, actually, as the paladin. Does it say? I don't think so. Maybe I pick one later. All right. There's the cyclopedia. There's notes. Notes. I can create notes. This is truly an old school RPG in all the best ways. I love the font ligatures, by the way. All right. Map is just this area where we are. Stronghold, we don't have a stronghold. All right, here is, I'm going to pull up the action bar here. I'm playing EVE Online, so I'm used to all this. All right, here's the combat and just general thing.
Huh?
All right, so let me talk first to the master
Go on,
again.
then, before it gets too dark.
All right, let me talk
What you need?
to, can I just talk to Kaliska? Backspace is everyone. Can I change that to tilde? I really prefer the tilde thing. Oops, sorry about that. Back quote. So what's back quote assigned to? They call it back quote. I don't see. Toggle console. Okay, that's not great. Is tab anything? Yeah, interactables. That's a big one. Oops, sorry about that. Actually, I'm gonna try graphics in full screen. See if it works a little bit smoother. Let's see. So what's a better way to select? F5 is quick save. That's great. Select all. All right, backspace. Alpha 1. So just the one key, I suppose. No, because 1 would normally select her. So we're going to get rid of that. Alright, well, we'll just do this kind of thing. Alright, first save. And then a quick save. And here we go. Let's see who we can talk to.
Huh?
Alright, let me see the circles. Anyone have anything to say? There's beasts in the world. Best not to wander alone. These people are just about to all get slaughtered, so is what it is. Ooh, let's talk to this person. Okay, nothing here. If I hit tab, it will show me everything on the screen. Alright, so I need to be able to move scroll speed up. Is that going to change? Okay, can I do it even more? Yeah, definitely. Now, is there a number way to move around? Camera, no, just the arrows.
Sure.
Oh, that's interesting. So I can
Yeah?
put this as 3 to select all of them. Okay, works for me. We'll try and keep it
Anyone
somewhat
need
zoomed
supplies?
in.
I've got sundries for
Alright,
sale.
we have supplies, we have no money. You see a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. Ragged tear in the seam of his
Got
tunic.
A whole wagon full of goods to sell.
Not enough shirts for the road. That's great.
Say, is there anything you need?
Who
I'm
are
a
you?
trader, originally from the Adir Empire, but I've been trying to establish new business out here. Life on the road has brought some unexpected challenges, to be sure. And I'm sure you've noticed how prickly the locals can be. But we're here to make the most of things, right?
I think hopefully passionate will work. You not look like that, I'm sure you'll do well. I suppose I'm just trying to... I have 1 point in disposition rank. Sweet.
Something else you need?
Tell me about the
Looks like
Adir
we're set up
Empire.
for the night.
Am I part of the Adir Empire?
It's not as big as it used to be, but it's still big. The mainland is a continent northwest of here, but the colonies used to include Raed Saris and the Deerwood. About 150 years ago, Deerwood won its independence from the Empire.
It won its freedom.
In fact, our companions are quick to remind me of.
He gives you a lopsided grin, nods at the other caravanners.
Because it seemed friendlier
Why
than
did you
Raed
move here?
Saris? My brothers took over the family mercantile business a few years ago, and there wasn't enough for me to do back home.
Okay. Sounds reasonable enough. Diplomatic, high-minded.
Because it seemed...
Let's see what you got. Alright, so... I only have 100 golds. A crossbow would be nice. Do either of us have dexterity is the question. Not really. And do we... And she's a fighter, I'm a paladin, so neither of us are really great
Something else
with...
you-
Alright, so greatsword is dope. But it's two-handed, which you don't want. So, the mace has an average interrupt and a 1420 damage. There's a battle axe. So these are all weaker stuff. And I'm not going to buy, unfortunately, for Kaliska, who I do not believe is long to live. Alright, let me check out the armor. So, much lighter armor. We want heavier armor. Brigandine is heavy armor. Medium shield. Hurts accuracy. Not great. Alright, I think I'll just keep what we have for now. Alright,
Yeah.
here we go. I'm going to turn up the tutorial soon. Alright, let's talk to this guy. There's my little piglet friend.
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Alright, here we go. Let's look at the map. Path winds through a narrow canyon. So nothing back
Shouldn't
here.
stray too far.
Oh, here's something. Adam's Worth. Where did that go in my inventory? Did it go into my hands?
What you need?
Oh, it says added to stash. So where's stash? Other consumables. Crafting. Oh, here's the stash. Let's see. Interesting. I guess we'll leave it in the stash. Alright. Here we go.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
I want to, let's keep formation pretty tight here. Oh, here we go. Young wolf. So, let's just attack him. Alright, music needs to come way down. Alright, here we go for the wolf. Alright, turn off the tutorial messages. Taking very small hits to endurance. Alright, there he goes. Poor buddy. What's he got? Wolf hide. Anything more up here? Some berries, it looks like.
This is it.
There's the spring berry. Oh, already a cutscene. This is such a beautiful game. Colonist. Odema said you were some kind of colonist before coming here. If that's the case, you'll fit right in. Oh. Frontier life. There was a fortune? No. I was fleeing persecution? Maybe. I was there to pacify the land. People who were native to it. Isn't your business. I'm going to say fleeing persecution. How did you happen to come here? People I was running from finally caught up. The place I ended up was just as bad as the place I left, another dead end. I was always looking over my shoulder. I needed someplace new farther away. Sure. Well, we've got things we'd like to leave behind. Gods know I do. I'll tell you that. Here's hoping they never track us down. Been a long time since I've been this way. Roderick's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You're here to sort of like the rest of the lot? No, I'm just passing through. It's usually the case with the big city. Where are you headed? Nowhere special. Gonna continue on to the city. I might as well be honest. Closest is Defiance Bay. Alright. Oh, damn it, will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Let's see. So, sister, letter, worried. Haven't seen her in ages. Ixamittal. Tell me about yourself. I got simple needs. My family wanders. Kaliska. And guys, I'm not normally going to skip over important conversations, but early on, I've done a lot of these. I'm not much for history, but it used to be part of the Adir Empire. Alright, let's get back to camp. I wouldn't hold my breath when Sparfield's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like. We should check him first, slap him around a little. Alright, I am definitely down to slap him around a little. Here's the journal. Find Sparfell. Alright, quick save. Here we go. Let's see what we got over here. How's my character look? She looks awesome. Alright, let's go in this. What's going on this way? More berries. Burned lady, some sort of ingredient. Okay. Yeah, I don't like them moving super fast. Alright, let's see what we got here. The map should be getting filled out nicely for this little area. Alright, here's the water. We have to cross the bridge, I believe. And is this the water guy up here? I think we just cross. Yeah. Ooh, there's some sort of bag
At least
here.
you left the water skins. Come on.
Crouch at the riverbank, dip your water skin as you rise and noticed her look up sharply towards the tree line. Out of the trees is Sparfle, one of the guides. No longer carries his bow. There's a strangeness to his gait. Oh, did he get injured?
Sparfle, are you all right?
His toe catches on the rock, collapses forward in a heap. Feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders, dead. Alright, who's after us? Some bandits?
Ambush.
Uh-oh, ambush. Alright. So, let's see who's got what. Flames of Devotions. So we're going to definitely do this. We'll do the fiery sword here. And then we'll save her knockdown. We should have taken down the archer first. Alright, so she's gonna knock down this guy in the meantime. Come on. Alright, so now we're gonna do a little bit of heal
Huh?
for the endurance. And this guy's going down. And we're out of combat.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
Coins
Right.
and something else. We're gonna obviously keep exploring. Okay, here's the bow. Hide armor. Wolf hide. So we take all. Alright, let's jump into inventory real quick. So we do have a bow, which is nice. Put that in the stash. Alright, so let's give her a bow to begin with. Not that it's gonna do anything. I can change primary color. That's so cool. Yeah, and we can change secondary color too. I always loved aquamarine with the purple. Yeah, this is what we'll do. She's totally boring. So let's give her some real brown and then maybe some green for the forest. Cool, 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 cool. Alright. So, here we go. Alright, there's something here. Beer. Footprints on the campfire are indistinct. May have been here for days. What, did I not take the beer? Oh yeah, I need to remember to take things. Duh. There's some mushrooms. Can I go down this way? No, it doesn't look like it. The music's going already, as if we didn't know bad things were happening. I think we explored everything in the area. Here comes all the murder.
What you need?
Keep her in front. Is there anything down this way? I'm not gonna let us go out into town quite yet. Corpse is cold to the touch. There's leather, armor, and lockpicks. That's great. We shall take all. Where's the, Can I move them? Move them like this.
Right.
Alright, here we go. I'd speed it up, but it just looks goofy. I really like not having to spin the camera, and it's such a design challenge for Obsidian to do that compared to the spinning camera of Divinity. Alright, so here's a hunter. So we're gonna hit him with the bow. And she's gonna knock him down.
Huh?
Alright, now she's gonna switch after the one arrow back to her weapon and attack. There he goes down. He's not gonna be too well. There he goes. Alright, another bow. We're gonna hold on to that. Do we have 2 hunting bows? We do. More hide armor. More hide armor. More lockpicks. Alright, so. Let's see what happened in the camp. Oh no, everybody's dead. All around you lie the massacred remains of other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kaliska puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. Handful of dark figures stand above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize as Hiaden, last of your caravan. Okay, so this is a big choice here. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life. So I can do this, I think. Why have you done this? The ruin has not been sullied by our hands. Men of Ireland, we have not trespassed. We merely wish to pass through. I don't know what they did, but I didn't have anything to do with it. Murderers, you will pay for each life. You'll try and kill us either way. Why make it easy? Let's try the lore. Words carry no weight when I've seen the truth. Blood must be paid. Lay down your arms. Okay. Only a fool attacks a weak enemy while a stronger one yet lives. Go ahead, kill him now. Do it. Rush the man before he can react. That would be dope. Judging by the string of animal teeth around your neck, I'm guessing you are worshippers of Galawain. If Galawain told you to stop protecting the ruins, would you? Put down arms, stay arms. So I'm gonna try and rush, but he'll kill him. So let's try might. Yeah. He shoves Hiaden toward you. As he does, the man takes his blade against Hiaden's torso. Hiaden screams and stumbles forward, a wide gash in his clothing beginning to bloom. Alright, here we go. So there's Hiaden. And then... Alright, so what we're going to do is... We're going to have... Kaliska... charge this guy. And... we are going to Flaming Sword this guy. And then we're going to try and get... I mean, he does have a knife. He has 2 knives. Hiaden. We'll try and get him out of the way.
What you need?
No, he's down. No, get back here. Knocks him down. Alright, he's dead. Surrounded on all sides. Dead, dead, dead. Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. Oh, we got a bot selling stuff on the channel. Delete, ban. Alright, they shall be banned. Forgive us, says the evil people. Barely audible, beneath his choked sighs. Good, good, the gods are just. I am ready. Wind begins to swell. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin. And where it pierces you, it feels as though it can rending you apart within. Seated against the wagon amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across the chest and bow, Odema's body stirs, and with great effort, he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. Sorry guys, real quickly, I'm gonna just do something. The Bizzle plays Pillars of Eternity, Part 1. Alright, let's see if I can change the stream's title. Perfect. There we go. Sweet. Alright, back to the game.
Get inside! Run!
He's saying to run. Uh-oh. So he saved his life for now. Yeah. Spirit demon stuff. Straining against the gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With your last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up on the ledge. Heodin trails behind, slowed by injury. Topples onto the ground, just trying to walk. Do I leave him? Restrained Heodin lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They were close to you despite the wind. If you were to throw your weapon attacker, you'd have a good chance of hitting on the mark. Oh yeah, we're gonna throw the weapon. Your aim is true, and the jar hits Heodin loose. Lurching to his feet, clambers the base of the rocks. This is me going through it. This is awesome. I'm gonna take a print screen of this. Yeah. Diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull a waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. Just grabbing a couple screenshots. There's a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balance. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Uh-oh. Oh, do we have a cavern already? Do we have a dungeon? Sweet. Alright, guys.
Was that?
A Bewick. Had to be.
Uh-oh, be awake.
And we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
The collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside. Can you walk?
He nods. Alright. He has bruised ribs. Ooh, I have a strange illness. Can I heal my illness? It's not good. It's hurting my concentration and fortitude. Can she heal me? Not so much. Can he heal me? Not so much. Alright. Do we have anything in the inventory that can take care of this? Why does she not have her mace? Wait, what? What happened to the mace? Oh, I threw it. So I don't have a weapon? Shite. He's got an extra dagger. He's got 2 extra daggers. So I'll have to take it for now. Did that go into stash? Alright, so there's my dagger for the moment. Not great, but it'll do something. But I can stick with the bow for now. Ooh, what's this? Minor regeneration? I'll take that. I gotta take everything off my NPCs because, you know, because. Alright, we're gonna take a quick break and then we'll be back for part 2. Do a quick save. A quick autosave. And we shall be right back. Oh, you know what? Let me get a
Yeah?
Alright, let's see the formation here. Alright, folks, we shall be back shortly.